Pause. 10 of them. Yeah? Take your time with it. 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 Yo. Take your time with it. Yo, time with it. Pussy them. Come on. This is their last fucking chance. Come on, Arsenal. Come on. Keep him out the fucking... Oh, no. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. You're fucking kidding me. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Huh? Are we going to finish third?
Yeah, because obviously you're going to compete and then just drop out, right?
I think Tottenham are going to be in the title race for sure next season, and my manager already called it before the season ends.
Let's get the clip.
My manager already called it. But as for you, Chess, I don't expect after today. I don't expect to see you ever again.
You should know from what you done.
After you, Chess, I don't expect to see you ever again, bro.
Can't deflect onto me.
I don't expect to see you.
Oh man, YouTube man. It's a beautiful day, man. Actually, not in the UK. It's looking gloomy. Oh man, Deji. We got Deji on tomorrow morning as well, man. And we got Ash on today. Boy, the way things can change just like that after 5 games, right, Dan? Yeah.
Yes, mate. Yeah. Unbelievable. I didn't realize he did that again, by the way. Didn't he do that like a few years ago?
Yeah. He didn't learn that. He didn't learn. He didn't learn, bro.
You never learn, man.
Someone said take your point with it in the comments. I thought that was quality.
What you say, Ash?
They are family there. You know, got the W, obviously. Brentford gave City a bit of trouble as well. So is what it is, man. We take our 3 points.
You're just blushing over a W against Brentford. Why are you blushing?
I'm just saying, listen. We take the wins.
Nah, bro.
I say, look, we've got the team that's in front of us. I know it was depleted Brentford, but, you know, we move in it, we move forward, and we hopefully take that confidence onto United. We've got to go Old Trafford. And I'm looking at some fireworks. I'm looking for a reaction.
Now we move, do we? Now we
move.
Huh? You're not winning.
What?
What?
Hey, you know what? It's gonna be interesting. That's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be interesting. So
it's gonna be interesting for when you go backyard, isn't it? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. What you saying, one?
I'm all right, man. Just obviously you got the game today. Looking for a little training on the start today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there, man. You know what I'm saying? D-Day for you on the weekend. Huh?
That confirmed. Trey's gonna play.
No, I'm hoping he plays in. I'm hoping he plays still. I know Kay's not starting, but yeah, man, just some more football. But I'm not gonna lie though, West Ham, that's a bit dead. That's a bit dead playing West Ham so early on in the competition, isn't it? But it is what it is.
They look shocking though. They do look shocking.
Yeah, but they'll probably go full strength, and we'll obviously rotate. They'll go full strength, so it'll be a decent game. But bro, I'm just happy. You know, this weekend we got Tottenham United in it. You know what I'm saying? The scrubs off, it's the scrub off, or the El Sacaco, whatever you want to call it, battle of the buttons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm happy, man. There's a lot of football to be played, and yeah, man, all fun and games, right? I need to take the rest. So
yeah. What are you saying, Kunle?
Oh yeah, now my people. If you're dark-skinned man from the motherland, if you didn't know before, today you go understand. And I'm good, man. Confidence still there. I still believe that Arsenal can win the league this year. So yeah, we're good, man. We're good.
You know, it's a sign that Arsenal might win the league when Kunle's connection is stable, isn't it?
Brother. Problems. Wahala day for everybody. Just know that.
Patrick, you look stressed. What's up?
Me, I'm good. You know what? I have a message. And obviously, some City fans will say, you don't talk for all of us. But I'm talking for myself. My channel, and myself. If you find me on my channel, we're going to say this. No, let me say this. You know, there's friendship, and friendship has to end. The same thing when you're in high school. There was moments where you used to have a school that you used to be mates. You would play football. You'd be like, well done. Let's go chill after this. Arsenal and City were cool. We saw each other players. We saw Zinchenko, Jesus. Now Raheem is even with you guys. And then you guys used to sell us those scrubs. You sell us at the Bayo, and them scrubs came to us, Sanya and them. But we were cool. We gave you Arteta. We trained him, look after him. We coached him.
Brother, spit it out, man.
Yes, I'm going to spit it out. But from now on, going forward, when I go on every stream, it's fuck you to Arsenal. Fuck you and your badge. Fuck your club. It's no longer friendship. Because I think the respect is gone now. It's out of the window. Because I see you guys are happy that Rodri is injured. And I don't like wishing injuries on players, but you never know what might happen to you guys. I'm telling you, shit comes around. So fuck Arsenal, fuck all the fans, and fuck every Arsenal fan.
Look. No, hey,
simple,
Patrick, let's just calm down.
No. Going forward, the treaty
ladies
is done.
And gentlemen,
we're having peace.
Peace is done.
Peace is done. Peace is done. The peace is done from now on. I even said it on the football trends. I said, is Arsenal actually a big club? Are you a big club in Europe? You're not. You're not a big club in Europe. So hold that and fuck you guys. That's it. That's
we got them.
Respect is done. Respect is done, man. We're brothers.
Did you not ever respect us? Shut up tonight. You not ever
It's done. It's done. We used to treat you like little bros.
You've been unruly since you won your first league title, bro. Don't try it.
Nah, but at least we wanted a bit of respect from our neighbors. Now we are close to them. But if you talk about you guys, way we're gonna respect you. I think we don't respect you anymore. But the only way we're gonna respect you is if you win this league on our head top, which you haven't done.
When we win this league on your head top, when we win this league,
if it's a still if you guys always bought it at the end. So that's me, man. I'm done with I am done with my rant. I wanted to get that out of my chest. And if there's any City fans still kissing us and Arsenal fans, please stop it. Anyway,
so we got you lot hook, line, and sinker, bro. You're rattled. Your manager's rattled. Your team is rattled.
I'm done.
Haaland is rattled.
I think we're too nice.
Small boy, small Pekino, talking to grown-ass man, talking about Amber. Shut up, man. You stupid.
We were too nice. We were too nice. We were too nice. We were too nice.
Crazy.
We were too nice.
It's crazy. You lot are so rattled by us, man. Bernardo with all his bullshit talk. He's obviously done no football history.
Oh, he's done that before, though.
All of you lot,
I think Bernardo has done that before.
All of you lot are rattled.
He did it with Liverpool.
I've never seen you like this.
I love
him.
Bernardo anyway, but I'll be honest, Bernardo been chatting.
Yeah, he does that anyway. He does that. He didn't clap for Liverpool. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, that's it. We're done. Cuz, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is Arsenal got you lot rattled like that? Yeah,
rattled.
Nah, man. Okay, yeah, I am rattled then.
Yeah, man.
Fuck Arsenal. Man. Fuck your badge. That's stupid. That's badge. Fuck you. Jesus Christ, man. The thing is, I can't even get pissed off. I'm such a happy guy. I can't get pissed off, but I'm hurting inside. So fuck you guys.
I was just gonna say this then. Like, it's like 8 minutes have gone. I've heard F you about 10 times. And
I'm an angry man right now, man. I am hurt. I am in pain. I am angry right now. So it is what it is. Let's move on. Let's move on. Start the show.
Should we start the show? Should we start the show?
Yeah, you can also do the intro again just to refresh things. Do the intro.
Okay. Make sure you smash the likes, people, as well. The likes are very important. I think Kunle can tell you that. I think Mons can tell you that. Ash can tell you that, and Dan as well. Patrick, not so much because he's not in a good mood, so don't like the video for Patrick. But Patrick doesn't understand. Mons will tell him. Once you come on YouTube and you start talking about your club, you sign a contract. Do you know what contract that is, Patrick? You speak for the fans, whether you like it or not. I know that contract. You have to answer for their opinions too. That's the way it works.
I know that contract. I know that contract. I've been aware of that contract.
So yeah, man. But yeah, smash the likes. We're on over 111. So, and please get that to 200 ASAP if you don't mind. Lee Guna, stop eating on air. What? David Rayagun. Yeah, you know what? I just heard some birds. I just heard some birds in the background, like whistling. So that's sorry, my friend. Big up the super chat though. But yeah, man. Look, we're gonna start with Chelsea. You know, MARESCA, bit of ruthless. Nkunku hat trick, probably found his level. But yeah, man. League 2 side 5-0. It was easy food, man. Dan, you went to the game as well. You know, we gotta start talking. Like, I know it's this result here. They got Brighton on the weekend. But Chelsea a problem. Becoming a problem.
For who?
Everyone else, man.
Like, I think we're looking like we're turning the corner, but I also think at the same time we need to manage expectations. I think it's still a new squad, and I think we just need to see how we navigate. Huh?
Rip the band-aid off, Dan. Fuck it.
No, I think we need to navigate the next couple of games where we mix in Conference League football with some tougher Premier League games, and then I might be able to sit here and start sort of suggesting that I can have bigger ambitions this season. But I want the next sort of period up until the next international break, although actually might be after that because I think that's next week. But after we've played Liverpool, Brighton, and Nottingham Forest, and then we've had Panathinaikos and Ghent, I'll cast my judgment.
I'm not gonna lie though, you've got Brighton next at home. You've got Forest next at home. Don't even get me started on whatever you got over in the Conference League with team names I can't pronounce.
Ghent and Panathinaikos.
Yeah, the Greek team, right? So on that notice, I'm looking at it along the lines of
then we got
Chelsea
Liverpool as well.
You've got a good run and a good run to build up form and a bag of results in it. Regardless if it's Barrow, you're gonna smash them anyways. No one's looking at that thinking, oh, that's the level. I mean, Mudryk finding an assist, that's the level for him. But for everybody else, it's like João Felix 30 assists as well. I think he scored a free kick. Did he score a free kick?
Yeah, free kick.
Free kick as well. Like this is what you get when you've got a squad full of talent that's getting nurtured the way it needs to, and in the end, you will build chemistry, right? Like it's FIFA Ultimate Team. You're getting the green lines going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we played Wimbledon in the similar sort of round last year. We had to get a goal from a penalty and I think maybe a set piece. So, yeah, things are looking a little bit better this season. Last year under Poch, it definitely wasn't. The chemistry wasn't there. The squad depth wasn't there. I don't think the tactical nous was there from the manager.
Dan,
wasn't the chemistry working at the end though?
No, but wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was. But I think, Patrick, that's the thing. It took 30 games for Poch to get any real momentum at Chelsea last year. 25 games. Maresca made mistakes against Palace. He's already correcting them.
Don't you think Chelsea have the second best squad in the league?
Do you know what? No, only because I don't think our starting 11 is as good as some of the other teams.
You can't look at it that way, man. If we're keeping it a buck. If we're going talent
quality,
hold on. Hear me out. We're going talent-wise, talent and potential-wise. Chelsea has the second best.
Well, potential-wise, maybe because I think if you count potential, which is not necessarily an automatic thing.
Well, a lot of your fan base are doing that.
Yeah, I know, but these players might never get to the level they're expected to get to. If every player in Chelsea's squad does, which is like 30 players, hit their potential, Chelsea have one of the best squads in the world at that point, because we'll have Esteban and Kendry Pires next season, and people are telling me they're next Messi and Ronaldo. Like, let's see what happens first.
Title next year, maybe.
Hey,
things are looking up.
I think
challenge this year, title next year.
Right now, I feel a lot more positive now than I did.
Shit!
At this point last season. I did this point last season under Pochettino, because I've seen Maresca learn from his mistakes that he's already made, and I've seen him apply things, obviously in training, that the team are taking note of that Poch just didn't or wasn't able to do.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting a good grasp of what he likes and what he doesn't like.
And he's getting a response out of the players. Like, he's asking them to do stuff, and they are doing it. Whereas I don't know whether that was happening last year.
It looks like he's managing ego. At the moment, from the squad attitude, you got to think of attitude, whether it's on the pitch or what you see off the pitch. It looks like he's managing the egos out there, innit? People want to play. You got the squad that can go and probably win you the Carabaos or the FA Cups, even the Conference League, without even using the so-called first teamers. But even look at their squad that are trying to break into the first. We don't even know if Pedro Neto or Madueke Sancho, who's really the first name on the team sheet. So this is, you know what it is with us, what we have been in? We've been in that hopium mode that Chelsea don't become this fools that they're meant to be, with all the money that's spent, with all the talent that we've recruited. And now it's like, shit. We're in a moment of like that zone, whether it's like they go further forward and they're looking dangerous, or it's just looking like the same old Chelsea type beat. You know what I mean? That's where I think, as a rival for me, as I stand, that's where I am in that zone with Chelsea. It's like you can't knock what they're doing at this moment of time. Something has to change at some point. Maybe this could be it until the international break, going further forward.
You know though, what hurts my apart from the Arsenal thing, but this also makes me laugh. So what I said yesterday, I was on a stream with Judge Moore, and I said this to the Chelsea fans. I was like, you know how that theory where they say you throw shit at the wall and it will stick. That's what's happened, and people got triggered. Some of the Chelsea fans, they got triggered. I was like, why are you getting triggered? Because that's what has happened. There was a moment in time you're just buying players. Because right now, he's right. My African brother there is right. You've got ballers. You've got Felix. You've got Pedro. You've got Kunku. Kunku is the first team player at Leipzig. Now he's on your bench, but you've got Kunku. Then you've got Sancho. Come on, I would take one of those. And let's not talk about your midfield.
In FIFA, Chelsea's team is sick. Let's not.
I know that's what I'm saying. This team doesn't. This is the reason why when Pochettino came out and said, "Oh, I need more players," I said it to Chelsea fan. Why does he need more players? He's got a catalog of players. He can open up the whole dressing room and say, "You today, you stay." You know what I mean? Like you've got 41 players right now, so it's big up, man. Yeah, you threw shit at the wall. It's sticking, and it looks good. It does look good. And you know what, about the ego thing, I think I respect Enzo, your manager, because I'm looking at Nkunku. Because Nkunku, I think, is a better player than Jackson. And Nkunku is holding that bench. And yet, we haven't heard any. And look at this man. This guy was supposed to be the next guy after Ronaldo. And he's holding the bench also. So, big up to your manager, man. I don't know what he's telling them. I don't know what you guys are telling them at Chelsea. Because you can't even have all of them in the dressing room. I saw the training video somewhere sitting down, somewhere outside in a queue, still waiting to get in. So I don't know what you guys are telling them, but big up your club, man. Big up your club and respect.
Hey, Dan, I've got a question. Do you think Enzo's getting more out of Enzo? As in, like, do you think MARESCA's getting more out of Fernandes tactically in the midfield dynamic? Because I know Poch was kind of struggling with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like every manager that has Enzo Fernandes in the Premier League is going to have their work cut out, to be honest with you, because I'm not sure he's a good fit for it. I think athletically, he's the most unathletic footballer I've probably ever seen, especially get purchased for the price that he did. I feel like he looks like he's treading water every time I see him move. And people told me that was because he had a hernia injury, but he's had the operation now. And unless he's still recovering from that, I don't think he moves too well at all. I think he takes too long to think when he's on the ball. He looked okay in the last game, but we're talking about a guy that's cost over 100 million. I don't want him to just look okay. He needs to be running the show from midfield. And I think Caicedo was levels above him in the last game.
Look, Dan knows it's only a matter of time until the man them jump.
It's early days for MARESCA and Enzo. I think maybe by like Christmas, we'll sort of see whether or not we're starting to get more of a tune out of him and whether or not they can find a position that works. Because if we could build from the game that we saw against West Ham, it'd be interesting. But West Ham's midfield were woeful. Like, they were so poor that it almost allowed our midfield to look a bit better. There's been other games, like against Palace, Enzo Fernandes didn't offer anything. Against, I don't think he played against Bournemouth, did he? I can't remember, but I'm just trying to think. Yeah, let's see with him. He's an interesting one. He cost a lot of money. There's got to be talent in there.
How old is he again? How old is Enzo?
I don't know, 22, 3.
Look, Enzo ain't it, man. I think what we need to do is stop giving him a platform and talking about the guy. He's not that. But every week we're talking about, is he this, is he that, is he... But the guy is an average footballer that luckily has already got a Copa America and a World Cup. Like, hail him up, innit? Like, not many people end up doing that. But this guy is average. Like, you're better. It proved last season you were better off without him. And still, Chelsea fans can't really tell me his best position or what exactly he brings to this team.
Do you know what?
So
I really like him and I really want him to do well, but he is one of the most confusing players I've ever seen.
Yeah, bro, it's not worth it. When he
had it off with Mason Mount against Man United, I was like, okay, I can get behind this guy, but I just
but is he worth the stress then? Real talk. Is Enzo worth all this problem?
His future lies at Atletico Madrid or like Juventus or Inter Milan or something.
This reminds me of Naby Keita. Remember Naby Keita at Liverpool? We were just waiting for the moment, and it never happened. This was going to happen.
But Naby Keita didn't cost 100+ mil. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. We've spent so much money on him that it creates even more expectation. And we saw him in the World Cup, and he looked like a world beater. Like, he looked like he could be something special. But
he was being carried though.
He is. Every time Enzo Fernandes plays, I feel like we're carrying him, and I look around and think, if you could put someone more effective there, would we be carrying someone in that position? Like, would we be able to add something to this team? I genuinely think at times Enzo's been deployed higher up, and they've said he's like a creative 8, 10, whatever. I think Kunku could play that role to a far more effective level. It's just whether or not they believe Enzo offers more defensively.
You wouldn't put Dewsbury Hall there instead, because that's what he brought him in for.
Mate, don't even get me started on that bloke. He found his level last night. If we want to make jokes, Dewsbury Hall, bang average against Barrow. Barrow in finesse, yeah.
At one point, he was your marquee signing, Dan. Don't do that.
And look at how much I was complaining that he was going to be our marquee signing, Kunle. Like, he is miles off it. Like, miles off it. Last night, him and Cassidy occupied the midfield. Cassidy did more in midfield than Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall couldn't stamp his impact on that game at all. Like, he was.
But that's
really
Enzo's guy, you know that.
In the second half.
You see last night, Dan, because I didn't watch the game. I only seen the highlights, but I heard that there was 10 or 11 changes to your team last night. Plus, you were playing a team in League Two. Like, did we really learn anything about Chelsea?
I think what we learned is that what we didn't have last year was this level of squad depth, and that adds competition, whether or not you're playing Barrow or you're playing whoever. When those players are given an opportunity, if they're good enough, they take it and they start making noises, making the manager get difficult decisions. And Kunku, João Felix, and I'm just trying to think if anyone else really stood out massively. But probably those two, they really stood out, that they were sort of suggesting to the manager that they need to be starting or putting themselves in the conversation, because Madueke's performances have slipped a little bit from that Wolves game. And I would say there's a couple of other players that are potentially sort of battling out. They're not, their position isn't absolutely 100% settled. And I think that's where Nkunku and Felix will be looking to get themselves in the team. Badashile.
I don't think Madueke's doing anything different to what he always does. He has a flash, people get excited, and then he gets excited, and then he goes back to what we remember him for. It happens all the time.
Who's that? João Felix?
No, Madueke.
Oh, Madueke, yeah.
Have a little good performance, then he'll go missing for the next few weeks. That's his way.
I think it's harsh to say he's gone missing at the moment. I think he's been positive. I just think, obviously, when you score a hat-trick, you notice the level drop off. I just think he's a little bit wasteful, if I'm being honest with you, with Madueke. I think he could be so good, but I think he's just been a little bit wasteful.
You're saying similar things, man.
Are Chelsea, Don saying, ask Kunle, are Chelsea still a mess?
Well, if we want to go by 5 games, you guys are doing well, and I appreciate you guys are playing well right now. But I still stand by what I said at the start of the season. I can't see you finishing in the top 4. But yeah, this is a good run right now, and enjoy it. If you keep it up, then I'll put my hands up and say stand up and be corrected. But I'm not reading too much into these 5 games of Chelsea just yet, because we saw what happened with Spurs last season. So,
a couple super chats says Dosh. Talk about before, by the way, Australian San shit breakdancer with his antics. I don't know who that is. And he said Birdman.
He's talking about some woman who was the rep for the Olympics. She sucked. She was a breakdancer, and she only got there because she was
her. Yeah, she was always. That was not breakdancing. She just, man. That's called privilege. That's called privilege. White
dancing like AJ.
Anyways, Chelsea. Yeah, man, it's about who you know, innit? DJ, Chel's playing well, but we have to listen to Kunle and Dan waffle about Enzo. It's boring. Once Kunle stay over all summer, our players are crap, etc., etc. We saying once though, man.
I've never once said Chelsea. Wait, hold on. Let me answer that. Because I've never once said Chelsea players are crap. Never once. I know you lot get triggered when we criticize your club. You're not. You guys. I just said you had the second best squad in the league, and I'm not trolling. You do have talent-wise, but that talent needs to be nurtured a lot. And I don't think this season we'll see MARESCA nurture the talent well enough to finish in the top 4. That doesn't mean I think your players are shit. Why do you always go from one extreme to the other, guys? Like, relax, man.
What you say, Buds?
I mean, somehow my name's been mentioned. I haven't said anything. But no, I think, like what Kunle said, like, I don't think Chelsea have a bad squad. What I do think is that they're still overrated. Like, like the whole second best squad in the league thing for me is just is the amount of players you have compared to, you know what I'm saying? You can have talent. As I said, Chelsea don't have a single bad attacker in their attack. But for me, they only have one prolific goal scorer in their attack. You know what I'm saying? But the talent is obviously there. I've had nothing but praise for Chelsea over the last week or so. So what I saw against West Ham was incredible. So especially I said Caicedo was 10 out of 10. I was impressed with Enzo. I said Levi Cole was finally finding his feet. Sanchez for me. People were questioning his inclusion over Petrovic. And he's actually proven it. You know what I'm saying? As I said, the penalty save that he makes of, I think it was Fofana's mistake, whoever mistake it was, that penalty save is basically 3 points because I don't think you guys come back against the way you guys played for the rest of that game. So that save is literally 3 points, and that's probably the difference between what 4th or 5th and like 8th or 9th, because of how early it is in the league. There's a big difference with that. So you know, I think Chelsea are looking a lot better. I think the inclusion of Sancho is a massive part of that because everyone knows how much I rate Sancho in it. So, as I said, like, I feel like if Jackson can carry on doing what he's doing, then Chelsea will be in a good position. And I think this is a W for the Chelsea fans who said they didn't want Osimhen. This is a W so far because if Jackson can offer what he does off the ball and get his shooting boots like what he did against West Ham, especially with the Trivela finish, then you know, don't get me wrong, you can still go and sign Osimhen in January to make the squad even stronger. But I'm saying that for those who are saying that what Osimhen brings off the ball, what Jackson brings off the ball is better than what Osimhen would do and would suit the squad, then I'm not gonna lie, like you got a W there. I'll be honest. So for me, I've got to see a little bit more as well in terms of if I'm going to give you guys long-term praise. But so far, bro, I'm impressed with what I've seen. And if you prove me wrong, you prove me wrong. But still a long way to go. Still more games and more tests to go, I think. I just think, again, Bournemouth was one side of the spectrum. West Ham was the complete other side of the spectrum, where everyone was absolutely brilliant. So we'll see what happens in the next few games. You guys got a good run of fixtures coming up. So you put a few wins together, you find yourself in a position where you could do something, man.
There you go. Then there's praise from Mons. You don't really hear that too much about Chelsea.
Mons, can I just get a quick 30-second piece on Caicedo and your thoughts on him recently? I saw that tweet and things might be changing a little bit.
Yeah, bro. I said he was 10 out of 10, man. Everything he did, it was just how about this? That's the Caicedo that I expect from a rival fan. And I know my expectations aren't necessarily what you don't probably care about because I'm a Liverpool fan. But as I said, when I'm seeing those type of performances, because remember, like, I think this season he's been quite good. I think against Wolves, this is probably his only kind of hiccup where he wasn't very good against Wolves. Do you know what I'm saying? But for the rest of the time being, I think he was good. I think he was decent against Bournemouth, and I think he was exceptional against West Ham. So, you know, more exceptional performances, and in my opinion, will certainly change. But I've never said Caicedo is crap. I just think, like what you said with Enzo, for all that money, those are the performances I expect to be seeing. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because the second anyone else spends 100 million on the player, the expectations skyrocket, and rightly so, because you're investing a large amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Like as I said, bro was everywhere on the weekend, bro. Bro was absolutely everywhere, doing absolutely everything, and you can't hate, bro. Can't hate. That was more than 30 seconds, by the way.
Yeah, was that painful?
No, it wasn't painful because Liverpool are doing well, bro. So I don't need to praising other teams. Man,
why did people keep questioning Declan Rice? What did Declan Rice do?
Move for the same amount of money, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been good though. I would say
played for Arsenal. That's all they did, bro. Played for Arsenal.
Yeah, but Decker's been a good signing though. Like, I would say
he plays for Arsenal. He plays for Arsenal, so it changes the whole conversation. And he had a couple of bad games.
Not everybody.
He played a couple of bad games for England in the Euros, so he's terrible now. Shit. He's a spicy Højbjerg. That's what he is. Yeah, let's have it.
What if Chelsea start? All right, let me give you like a bit of a scenario. If Chelsea, let's say, win their next 5 games, let's say they even beat Liverpool, is it fair to say they might be in the title race this year?
Of course it is. Of course it is. If they win their next 5 in a row, of course it is. League games. Of course it is.
And that difficult games. Have you seen them? Very difficult.
And I'll come on shamelessly and apologize for what I said, but till then.
What it is, I think it depends on the performance as well. I think performances have some type of relevance to it, and I think that changes people's opinions, and also Chelsea, like the players, the manager, like it gives them belief. Do you understand?
Oh,
so once players,
like is Liverpool in the next 5 fixtures? Kaz.
Yeah, and Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle as well.
If they win all 5 of those, Ash, come on.
Wait, hold on.
And the Mighty Forest.
Our next 5 fixtures, by the way, that would include, I think, Newcastle and United. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not winning that one. So,
if,
4 out of 5.
But if we navigate through that and we beat Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, then
Even
I
Forest.
think that puts
everyone's got to take
and
you
even
lot
Brighton, by the
seriously.
way. Say we win all those games, then you'd have to say that Chelsea are in a race for the top 3. 100%.
I guess.
Nah, not. I don't. I just
Title
don't
challenge,
think.
man. Title challenge. Don't try to do the race. I see what you tried to do there. Chelsea in the race for the top 3. I see what you did there. That was it.
If they win their next 5 games, if they win their next 5 games, beating Liverpool, Man United, and Newcastle, and Brighton, and Forest, then they are in a race. I think for the top.
In a what race? In what race?
In a race, because I think Liverpool are the third. In my opinion, Liverpool are probably the third or second best team in the country. Arsenal and City. If we
so Dan, what will it take for you? What will it take for you?
What
to say that they're in the title? Like, what will it take for you to say, do you know what? We're actually in this title race. You know, what will it take? If the next 5 games,
a striker that can score 40 goals a season.
Nah, bro, forget the striker thing. Jackson's cooking right now. Jackson's cooking right now. As of now, he's cooking.
If Jackson starts turning it into like hat tricks every week, or him and Kunle are playing together,
there's got to be realistic.
This is what Haaland's capable of, mate. This is what Haaland's capable of, and I don't think. Let's see what happens with City, and obviously without Rodri, but they haven't struggled so far without him. Really,
lost.
What are you going to ask, Ash?
Rodders. Now I was going to ask you, Cass, if Chelsea finish above you, man, because I wasn't sure of that dynamic. I thought Man U were above Chelsea at this point now. What do you think?
Inshallah, innit?
What happened?
Inshallah, innit? We'll see it when we get there, in the next 5 games. Next 5 games, we'll have a better. Wait, what's that? Yo, mum. What?
What was there? Connection.
My connection moving like ashes. Like, what the hell, man? Hey, can you hear me, Mons? No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Sorry, man. I got to figure this one out. What are we saying? Rodri-Less Man City solution. What are you saying, Patrick?
I don't know, man.
How quickly that smart changed, man.
I know it's just I was thinking that we started the season without Rodri. I think I said this before, and we were winning the games with Kovacic. But the only issue I have is, yes, Kovacic looks better. He looks fitter, looks faster. But the thing is, Chelsea fans know you can't trust Kovacic. Madrid fans know you can't trust him to finish a whole season. And obviously, a lot of Man City fans are like, it doesn't matter now. There's Gundogan. Gundogan doesn't look like there's the player is in there, but doesn't look like the speed is still there. It's not moving as silky, but it's too early to say. But let me be honest as a City fan. I think we're trying to be strong. Let's not pretend as if without Rodri we do look bad. Because I remember last season this guy was
trying to be strong. Shit.
Yeah, we are trying
to be strong.
I have seen. No. The thing is, look. I'm seeing rival fans trying to gas us up, saying you've got Pep. Pep is the factor. Trust me, he is the factor. But
no, Patrick, you've got at the very least you've got enough to get yourself to January without Rodri. At the very least,
I don't know.
And you can do something in January, so you shouldn't be panicking.
Do you want me to
Even
say
though we
something?
rattled you,
I am seeing that Newcastle game as a challenge because tonight is back. Bruno is going to be in that midfield, so that's also a very solid midfield. So I want to see that Newcastle game saying if we play Gundogan, who rested, and Kovacic, and they play against Tonali, who I think was very good in the recent international games, and then play Bruno, and they managed to smoke Newcastle with that midfield, I'll have a bit of chest saying maybe, but I can't trust Gundogan and Cover to stay fit the whole season. That's why. And look at Nunes. Yes, at Wolves, at Sporting, he used to play next to the DM, but Pep doesn't want to do anything with him. This is the same guy Pep said he might become one of the best midfielders in the world, but doesn't want to play him. I am shaking, and people are saying, "Oh, put Lewis in midfield." Yes, Lewis is smooth, but is Lewis somebody we can rely on till January? Look, as City fans, I think we're gonna have to accept that. Unless Pep Guardiola has more miracles to come up with, which I believe he can, it might be bad. because the games against, I'm not going to Anfield with Gundogan and Kovacic because at Anfield they might smoke us. Am I going to United? Even United with Ugarte in that midfield, they might end up smoking us. So, and don't forget this guy Ash, who's quiet. He knows every time we go to Spurs, it's even bad when Rodri's in the team. So imagine Rodri's not in the team. So
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
You see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I know Cass is happy. Cass is definitely happy. And you know what? I respect Cass because he's openly saying he's happy. He says he's happy. No, you said it. You say you're happy.
I'm saying I'm Rodney, innit?
Like, do you want us? Oh wait, Patrick. Honestly, do you want us to be sad? Because we're not sad. Nobody's celebrating, but we're not sad. How about that?
I don't know, man. But let's.
No, we're not sad. I'll never celebrate another man's injury. But I'm not sad.
Patrick, do you know what it is? I think you lot are suffering from that experience, that because you haven't had it for a long time. You kind of forget how the internet deals with things and how rival, you know. And it's not just about Van Dijk. Odegaard literally had it for 3 weeks ago, where there was literally cut out pictures of his ankle turned the other way on like a wrestling ring, bro. Like, bro, it happens. G. No one's saying, oh yeah, Rodri, like, you know what I'm saying? No one, obviously there are the sickheads that are doing that, but realistically, bro, whenever a top player gets injured, rival fans, even I'm going, what, no Roger Anfield? like, do you get, like, no one, and did I say anything about man's actual knee, bro? You see what I'm saying? Like when VVD got injured, you know what cardboard cutouts. Bro, the amount of cardboard cutouts I saw Pickford and Van Dijk with the scissor tackle thing on the top rope and that, off the top rope and that, bro, like, gee, like you man are a top
I can't
team.
lie. I was at work. I was at work and I smiled for a bit. So I am also guilty. I smiled for a bit. I don't know.
Can you see yourself? Can you see yourself? Pot calling gets to black.
It's the same man that why is everyone happy that Rodri got injured? There's the same man that are happy that Odegaard got injured. Just the double standards in it.
Oh, what about can we even we can put it further? Not just singling out like anything, but what about like Saka limping? Everyone makes a joke about Saka limping. That's potentially
When Yoro got injured.
Yeah, but Saka's limping is the boy that cried wolf, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Saka's
watch
done
yourself.
that a lot, and then he's
watch yourself.
Come on, Saka's done that a lot.
Bro, he gets kicked every game, bro. What do you expect him to do? What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
I've seen players.
No, they don't get. He don't.
Out.
They don't get kicked as much as Saka. We know this.
Eden Hazard got kicked as much as Saka and won
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
Jack gets kicked.
I'd even say that Hazard got kicked as much as Saka.
Difference is Jack Grealish's legs are built like motherfucker. Like, there's no wonder why that guy can't get injured.
Jack Grealish got half-back shotguns. I'll be real. So it's like,
trust me, man. These cars are literally.
No, but
the solution would have to literally be probably the rotation of Gundo and John Stones in it, like, or maybe even both of them together.
Kovacic also, yeah.
Or Kovacic, who's done that role quite well at the moment. But the question is, when the games obviously pick up and stuff like that, it's to the point like yesterday, it looks like Pep was trying to sacrifice the Carabao Cup. Do you know what I mean? You see the players he put on. He's like, all right, man didn't even put the striker. He just said, yeah, Foden, just got up. Don't try hard, but don't try too hard. And then obviously, like, you did win the game 2-1, innit? But we don't know, man, because it's baffling with Pep. Pep will find a solution at some point. But again, sometimes the solution is it going to be that we talk about that 2-point gap. We love doing that as between Arsenal and Man City. Like, it's always about if you've done this game or that game, correct? So at this point, not having Rodri for a season, that take away, how many points does that naturally take away overall compared to what Arsenal's got coming back? They got Odegaard coming back, Marino's on his way back.
Rodri's injury puts more pressure on Arsenal than it does City, I think.
Do you reckon?
Nah, bro. Don't try and do that, Dan. I see rival fans trying to do this thing. I see rival fans. They went from we didn't do enough to now we must. You lot must shut up, man. We're not having that, but we're not good enough. Nah, bro. Don't try and jump on the bandwagon. Nah, bro. About pressure. There's no pressure. This is big, bad Manchester City. Never been best team in the world.
Yeah,
best team in the world. No one's crying for no Rodri. Them lot have got enough cover. Best squad in the fucking league talking about crying over one player.
When we had no
for the whole of last season, no one cried for us. No one cried for us. So fuck City and fuck this thing, man.
Because
finally,
Man City have lost Rodri, who is like absolutely 100% their best.
I don't care who they lost. They got the best squad in the league, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. One of their best two players.
It doesn't matter.
One of their best two players is now out for the whole season. Yeah,
so
De Bruyne isn't fit at this moment in time. You've got 100 million.
Two of our best two players didn't play last season. Timber and Partey.
100 million Declan Rice, whatever Odegaard's worth.
Did you just Timber never played before that? Well, he wasn't playing that.
You've got Calafiori.
Let me have it.
Timber come back this season. The pressure is on more so now than it was in the last.
No pressure, bro. If the pressure ain't on you lot after spending $1 billion, it ain't no pressure on us for the Rodri thing,
from
bro.
Chelsea, Kunle. The pressure
to win the league, yeah. To win the league, then.
I'm not sure.
To win the league, yes. Let's say it here. Never a foul exclusive.
The pressure is. Hang on. The pressure is on Chelsea to deliver trophies every single season. 100%. If we spent
you're a fucking politician, Dan. That was a sick answer. You see what you did there?
Hear me on this.
I don't know, Kunle, because you won't let him finish.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't necessarily spent £1 billion on players with the quality to win a Premier League title. You've brought in the best English midfielder in Declan Rice, according to some Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
He absolutely.
Wait, did you just say you've not bought the type of quality to win the league? What, 1 million World Cup winner Enzo, Caicedo, who everyone wanted, Cole Palmer, who's batting up the league right now.
Yeah, but okay, are we
okay? Yeah, what are we talking about?
When we bought in Cole Palmer, he couldn't get in Manchester City.
João Felix.
When we bought João Felix, he was literally, they were just turning him away from Atletico Madrid.
Okay, so if Arsenal bought these players, they wouldn't have any pressure to win the league. Is that what you're telling me? So if Arsenal bought these, man, we wouldn't be under pressure to win the league.
Players that I felt was at the level. Pedro Neto is a player that excites me, but I don't think we've signed players.
Man, it excites me. We signed Declan Rice from West Ham. You signed Pedro Neto, and you're saying, "Hey, stop it, Dan. Stop it."
Yeah, they never won them a trophy. They've never won before, though, right?
If Arsenal signed the same players you signed in the last 2 seasons, we'd have to win the league. Facts.
What?
Liverpool signed them, they'd have to win the league too.
You already
People were saying Liverpool had to win the league after just signing Caicedo once. Or am I going mad?
Well, yeah, they never signed
exactly. If they were going to sign him, they were saying they should win the league now. One player. And you're telling me after spending $1 billion, you're telling me after $1 billion, you lot should be under no pressure to win the league.
You are rattled that the pressure is on.
I'm not rattled at all, bro. I'm not rattled.
You know,
wait, hold on. Wait, you're right. Wait, Dan. Hold on, Kaz. Dan is right. Dan is right, Kaz. Hold on, let me answer. Dan is right. Kaz, let me answer. Dan, let me answer. Dan is right. He's right. I'm rattled. I'm rattled at the fact that Chelsea fans don't want any pressure on them. That's what's rattling.
Excuses has gone. You are worried now that one of your excuses has gone.
I just told you that we're winning the league this season, Dan. I'm not worried. What are you talking about? I came out with chess when you're doing, we'll be in the top 3 race. I'm coming out with chess.
Kunle, if Chelsea had been fighting in the same way that
I don't care. 1 billion.
Okay, if Chelsea, we've spent $1 billion poorly. You can spend as much. You could spend all your money in Primark and moan that your clothes rip in a month.
Yeah.
Or you can go and buy quality, and then you go to Harrods with the finest gear, and you've got it for years.
Okay, Dan, were you hailing us up for signing Havertz last season? Were you hailing us up for signing Havertz last season?
Yeah, I was actually. Yeah, I was. I think Havertz.
When? Show me the clip. We can go back and check. You were not hailing us up for signing Havertz last season.
Yeah, I am. I'll send you the video on my channel. I'll send you the video. I think it might even be titled
Arsenal won the transfer window. Yeah,
Arsenal won the transfer. I said my prediction last year. I thought Arsenal would do it. But it turned out they lost games.
I got to see these receipts. They
lost games that they genuinely slipped up in against Fulham and Villa, and you took that draw against Manchester City as a victory when it ultimately was one of the things that cost you. This season now, you've got this draw early on. You've slipped up against Brighton, albeit with 10 men and a bit of controversy. Rodri getting injured, however you dress it up, applies more pressure to Arsenal, and you've lost one of your excuses, and you are now rattled.
No extra.
So we need to put this on a vote. we're putting it to the vote to the panel and people in the chat. You're the jury. Who has been rattled by this, Kunle or Dan?
What do you mean me?
Who won? Who won?
No, that's the wrong question. That's the wrong question to ask. The question to ask is if the pressure is on Arsenal or not.
Are you the host of the show? Dan? Are you the host of the show?
Yeah, but
you won the referral now. Sorry,
no,
Dan.
I'm going to speak my mind if I don't believe that's the right question to ask, because how am I rattled about Rodri being injured?
Anyways, I asked the questions, not you. So who won, Dan or Kunle? I'm gonna go straight. I think Dan won the argument. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think
I thought Dan was the boy. He gave it, he started around very well. Kunle came back, but he ended that punch with a
mate. Dubois,
you're right.
The chat think otherwise, guys. The chat think otherwise, man.
Yeah, that's because it's Arsenal v Chelsea. That's why I'm just saying. In it, the final blow with the Primark comparisons, Dan. That was a knockout for me. In it.
Look, Kunle, all I'm saying is, buy what do they say? Buy cheap, buy twice. So, and that's what Chelsea have had to do. Chelsea are already re-spending their money because they've already bought some players poorly. We paid the price for buying Sterling for the amount of money we did. We've had to go buy Pedro Neto because we made a mistake there. If we got it right first time round, we'd probably be sat here off the back of 2 really good seasons saying, Rodri's injured now. Can we push on? But we've got it wrong. Todd Bowley went in as sporting director and made an absolute mess of it. We've got it wrong. We're now having to go again. And maybe in 2 years' time, we might be sat in a different position.
Vieira, we can all do that. We got it wrong, bollocks, mate. So,
yeah, but I think you came from a better starting point.
Dan, this chest, you're top 4 then. You're top 4, Dan. You have to be with this.
Me?
Chest.
He was claiming that earlier.
Me?
In a sec.
No, I've said 5th, and then I'm going to see how we navigate. No, I've said 5th from the get-go. I've said Chelsea 5th.
I've said escaping any pressure whatsoever, bro.
No, I'm not.
Talking about £1 billion squad finishing 5th. Get the hell out of here.
Kunle, just
a billion spent, and you're talking about 5th, and you're telling me you're not avoiding pressure, bro.
Kunle.
Come on.
One, I don't care how much money Chelsea has spent. 90% of those players, I don't think will hardly see the light of day in a Chelsea squad. Like, they're going to be moved on. They're going to be on loan. They're going to be moved on for profit if it's 5 million or 50 million. I said that if we sack Pochettino, we absolutely have to improve on last season. We finished 6th. We have to finish 5th. I don't know anything about MARESCA. He's managed 7 games that I would say are competitive for Chelsea. That includes actually 1 pre-season game, which is fairly competitive because everyone was sort of at their level to start the season. Let's just see what happens. But if we navigate our way through having squad rotation, because we're now playing midweek games and Sundays, and then we are able to still beat Liverpool's, Brighton's and teams like that, then maybe we can talk about a push for top 4-3. But right now, 5th is my minimum expectation. Absolutely. I don't know if we're good enough yet because I don't know enough about MARESCA.
Wait, Sancho Felix, 5th.
Huh?
Uncle, all those ballers, though, it's 5th. Seriously.
Do you know what? I absolutely hear you on that. But João Felix has failed to deliver near enough everywhere he's been. His last stint at Chelsea scored 1 goal. He started better this time round. And Kunku's had so many injuries. Chelsea as a whole had so many injuries last season. There were so many question marks going into this season.
Say you don't like pressure, then that's fine, and we can move on.
It's what?
What do you mean you don't like pressure? We can move on.
Show me your trophies in the last 20 years, and I'll show you how we've dealt with it.
Oh, it's gone there.
See, now we got him. We got him.
No, Kunle, you can't sit there going, there, we got him.
And you question, and you're talking about trophies in 20 years, bro. You're rattled, bro. Why?
Well, I'll give you a Champions League in the last 3 if you want it.
Wow.
So why are you scared of the pressure of finishing in the top 4? Big Champions League Chelsea is scared to finish in the top 4 after spending $1 billion.
Yeah, because
that's crazy. That is crazy.
I'll tell you why.
That's even more. Dan, you're giving me even more reason why you lot should challenge the top 4 because you've been successful more recent than us, right?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
So
I wouldn't say so.
There's more reason for you lot to
definitely finish
so.
By the way, this has gone from a solution for Man City to now pressure to Arsenal versus Chelsea.
No,
I wouldn't say in the last 2 seasons.
It shows how important Rodri is. It shows how good Rodri is, man.
Right. So even when they don't do nothing, he didn't look. Patrick's barely need to say a word. Yeah, these man just be going around in circles, to be honest.
This is why
I mean, to be fair, the last time City got rattled, they won the treble. So
Patrick's even in the chat, bro. I see you, Pat.
Man said, finish him, Dan.
Bro. Oh, is that Patrick? Is that you? Yeah, nice.
Wow. Man said, I'm not gonna talk, but I'm
gonna strings from the.
I'm gonna fan you, like literally champion you in the comments.
You know, Cass, I'm so happy that finally it's somebody else who gets this. Do you have a UCL? Because I used to go on streams like this, and people used to just choose me by, "What is your UCL, man?" And you just keep quiet. There's nothing you can do if you don't have a UCL. It's just obviously Ash can't even say anything. Audi Cup, but yeah, period, nothing. I feel bad for you, man. Anyway, but if you just say UCL, Arsenal fans can say shit this day.
No one ever feels bad for Ash. Don't lie, Patrick. No one ever feels bad for Spurs. Don't lie. Don't even lie.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you know what I'm here for? I'm here for Arsenal versus Chelsea, man. When is that? When is that? Can anyone give me a date?
When is that?
That's what I need right now. I need the Arsenal versus Chelsea.
We're doing the match preview.
10th of November. You know what? Before the final international break, it's Chelsea versus Arsenal.
Yeah, and that'll be a must-win. That'll be a must-win for Arsenal.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on.
Win.
Arsenal got
Liverpool.
That's a must-win.
Dan is smart. Look at that.
Okay. Yeah, but hear me out.
Where is it, Dan? Where is it? Where is it?
What? I actually don't know if it's at home first or not.
It's at home or away. We own both sides.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it's at the bridge.
It doesn't matter if it's home or away because
that's our second home anyway, man. No big deal.
Depending on where Chelsea are.
The bridge is
no,
over.
no, it's not, because in recent years Chelsea have made an absolute mishap with this derby. Like we've been poor. Like what did we let him 5 away last year?
I don't remember.
Yeah, 5, I think. Like Chelsea have struggled in this in recent years because Arsenal have quite clearly had a better team than Chelsea in recent years in this game. Arsenal and Chelsea,
Eddie Nketiah and Tavares and them, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember how good Smith Rowe was in one of the last games at
Tavares
Stamford Bridge?
And Eddie Nketiah. What about them?
Oh, what?
Tavares and Eddie Nketiah. How good are they?
Did Nketiah get 2 or 3 or something?
Yeah. I asked you how good he was. Don't pretend
he had a really good game. I'm not even going to deny it. But Nketiah had an agenda to perform against Chelsea. I remember he stood in front of Matthew Arden and stood there like this.
What's going on?
He stood there like this.
Nketiah
stood there like that in front of the Matthew Arden because he hates the Chelsea release.
Was that team that beat you better?
Now he's at Palace.
Was that team that beat you better than Chelsea? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Fuck off.
Yes.
Hey, Dan, you're bad.
Was that under Graham Potter? I can't remember. It might have been under Potter.
By the way, Arsenal, if you don't know this yet, Arsenal have got in the 27th of October, they've got Liverpool at home, then they've got Newcastle away, Inter Milan away, Chelsea away before the international break.
Wait, am I done one?
That's a difficult run.
Because they play similar football right now. Inter versus Arsenal would be interesting. I would like to see that game. Terrorist. Inter versus Arsenal. Because they both play similar football.
You want to see Arsenal play away from home in Europe? Or do you like stomping on Lego in barefoot? Well, I'm confused.
No, it's just that the way Inter play and the way Arsenal play, it's very similar these days.
I left you alone all stream. Left you alone all stream months, and that okay, no problem.
No. What we're not gonna do? What we're not gonna do is do that left you alone thing. Kunle, boy to boy, we know what you meant. Away from no. You didn't leave me alone.
But why did you bring it up? Nobody was talking about how
is all over pass off. Yeah.
He just talks about he was looking forward to watching a match. Just let him enjoy that.
Away from home in Europe, bro. Away from home in Europe, Kunle. You know that's not an argument. That's not an avenue you want to go down, bro.
That wasn't the conversation that we had to talk about. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a conversation.
Listen, we won't talk about it, twin. We won't talk about it, twin. You know what I'm saying? We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it.
But yeah, just quick one. We're not even on. I don't even think we're on 300 likes. Once I think we just hit 300 likes, and there's like over 1,000 people pretty much all stream. There's a good 700. 300, but there's a good 700 that said, you know, can't be bothered, can't be asked.
Oh, now I'm a hater because I told the truth that you men ain't good away from home in Europe. I hate it. But anyway, listen, you lot, smash the like button, man. Smash the like button if you think I have an Arsenal agenda because I mentioned you lot once. Smash the like button if Dan rattled Kunle. Smash the like button.
You have an Arsenal agenda, but it has nothing to do with that comment.
Lee Guna, he says, finally someone with double figures in synapses. I think that's before knowing that breakdancer bitch. German Chicken Wing says, against the Big Six last season, City got 14 points from 30 and still won the league. City don't need Rodri to beat teams outside the top 6.
Don't panic.
Lai says, this billion spend thing is a tired argument. We sold players for 600 million since 2022. Yeah. We did add Nkunku, etc. to the UCL team with Kante context people. And then Blaze says, once I swear Don was documenting some things from YouTube.
What?
Documenting what? Yeah, I don't know. I think
make sure we don't finish above you. That documenting that. What else we do?
Wait, what? Liverpool can finish above Chelsea this season.
Hopefully not.
They are definitely good enough to, though.
Hopefully not.
Well, of course they will. Liverpool are finishing in the top 4, so.
I think the pressure will get to Arsenal and Liverpool finish in the top 2.
Ooh, maybe.
Nah. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear. That's some negativity. That's negative.
Look how rattled Arsenal were by conceding that late goal. Look at their fans.
You were rattled. Are you forgetting who started shouting at the end of the game? I don't think
I asked you a question about your title challenge, and you reverted to my top 4 potential battle. That's how rattled you are.
When did you ask me a question about title challenge?
You deflected the whole argument back to Chelsea because you know how much pressure is now on your club to go and win the league.
Dad, when did you ask me about my title challenge?
I said to you, do you think the pressure is now on you more so?
That's not asking me about my title challenge, though, is it, Dad?
Well, it is because
about my title challenge is asking me if I'm going to win the league or not. That's asking me.
Well, that's what I'm suggesting. The pressure's there for. I wouldn't.
So there was no question, there, bro. You just made a statement about Arsenal being under pressure.
I asked the question.
Big up, though. Good try.
No, Kunle, I asked the question and you didn't answer it.
No,
you can answer it now if you want because you're just deflecting again, Kunle.
What question did you ask then? Can you repeat the question, please?
I said, do you think there is more pressure on Arsenal now than the last 2 seasons because of Rodri's injury to win the league?
You did not ask that question.
Ooh, yeah, I did. I literally said that.
You can run back the tapes, but it's fine. You didn't.
Even if it's pressure, like sometimes pressure is not always a bad thing.
There's no extra pressure, but I think we'll win the league.
You still won't answer it.
I just said there's no extra pressure, but we'll win the league.
Right. I hope you do. The Premier League needs a change, but I think you're going to struggle.
Chelsea fans are rattled by.
You just asked me a question.
One second. Chelsea fans are rattled by the Rodri injury.
I love you, Dad.
That's a waste of £2.50. I don't think we are, mate. We've got 3 DMs.
Oh my god! Pick up the super chat, man. He's taking a piss though. Anyways, moving on. Should Trent leave Liverpool at the end of the year? He let his contract run since his comments that Monster lettered to me yesterday. You know, after his comments about he wants to win and stuff like this, whether it's taken out of context or not. I didn't get to read the article since no one to. I tried to
Gerardo. Give me Gerardo 5 vibes, blood. But yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, bruv. I'll be honest. Them comments for me. I know some say it was taken out of context. For me, I just think that certain lines he didn't need to say, and the issue is it's not just Trent. Like everyone's talking about Trent. The issue is that it's Trent, Van Dijk, and Salah at the same time. And I gave this example on Big Sixpence the other day. If all 6 of us are world-class players in one team and all our contracts are running out in the same year, who's signing the contract first? Because I ain't. You think I'm letting Dan get? Dan's telling me. You think I'm gonna sign a 250 grand contract, and Dan goes, "Wait, you got 250, so Dan can now go to the office and ask for 300 grand." You know what I'm saying? Man, are gonna be looking at each other. Well, I ain't signing it first. Salah's gonna be looking at Van Dijk saying, "I ain't signing first." You know what I'm saying? Because the person who signs first probably going to get the least bread. This is the issue, that all three of them, it's happening all at the same time. So now I'm going to be looking left and right going, well, if he's getting offered this, I'm trying to get offered this.
So we said we've got a possible Liverpool meltdown incoming potentially in January.
No. The meltdown's going to be when Real Madrid come to Anfield in at the end of November, and when Trent shop shirts of Jude and he puts the Madrid top on as he's walking and clapping the crowd. That is going to be when, you know, all that they're going to lap that.
Mons, can I ask you something?
Cover up like this. When you see this one, when you see that one.
Mons, can I ask you something, Mons? And just be honest with me. I know Liverpool, like obviously Liverpool, 6 Champions League, big club. But do you think that becomes serious with Trent? Do you think he's not going to leave? Like, does he have any loyalties to you guys? If they come for him seriously, do you think he's going to stay?
He obviously has loyalties for obvious reasons, him being a scout. So, of course, he has loyalties to the club. He's been there 20 years. You know what I'm saying? 5 or 6 contracts. None of his contracts have really been signed.
Do you think he would stay because of that? Would you say?
I think that Trent is obsessed with winning the same way that Salah's obsessed with winning and breaking records and stuff. So I think that means if Liverpool were to fall into a position where we were under Rodgers, Trent would 100% leave the club. Because Liverpool are still a top club and a top team, I feel like that's what's keeping him here for the time being. But he wants to win trophies. He wants to be the best. He can say he doesn't care about other people's opinions, but he wants to be remembered as the best. That's where his mindset is at. And how do you do that? What team do you go to end all?
Real. But Mons,
that's not saying I think he's going, but there are avenues to say that is why he could leave.
So if you finish top 4 with no trophies, does he go in summer?
It depends how in it. It depends how in
I
it.
think his decision's made before the end of the season.
If you're in a title race and we fall off, you know, kind of like last season, if you're in a title race and the wheels kind of fall off, I don't think that's an avenue to leave. But if it's kind of top 4, you know, when you just about scrape top 4, you've never really there, then you look at it and go, cool, where's the real trajectory? Because then if you just about finish top 4 and 2 of the big guns leave, the direction of the club is going to be very hard to pitch to someone the direction of the club over the high spenders of your rivals around you, especially when, you know what I'm saying? So it's looking like we're going to have to fork out 300 racks. Because he's on 180 at the moment, isn't he?
Because Madrid comes knocking. You know what to tell you? You're going to be part of the poster. They'll be like, you'll be part of the poster. You'll be a poster boy.
It's crazy. And
the stadium.
It's crazy, bro. Alphonso Davies on a free, Trent on a free, Saliba in a couple of years. So it's like, imagine that.
What's with this Saliba thing? What's with this Saliba is going
to Madrid? No Arsenal agenda, but he brings up Arsenal player just out of nowhere.
Saliba said the same thing. That's what he said. Saliba said what Trent said.
I also bought Alphonso Davies. So do I have an agenda against Bayern Munich?
You have another player doesn't mean you didn't bring an Arsenal.
Do I have an agenda against Bayern Munich now?
So what you're telling me? So you're telling me that so they got Mbappe on a free, they're gonna get Alphonso Davies and Trent on a free.
Yeah,
crazy.
No, these men are actually the mafia of this is actually UEFA mafia.
They even have the biggest club with the biggest pool. They can pull the strings.
Bro, there was even interest in Rodri, bro. These men are just trying to.
I suppose someone yesterday told me that Rodri might have played his last game for City, you know.
Sorry. Do I have a Man City agenda? By the way?
Mons, this deflecting is not going to hide what we know. Good try, though. Good try. Good try, but we're on to you, bro. We've been on to you, brother. We've seen you on BSP, bro. We're on to you. Don't lie.
Listen, man. Anyway, man. You lot can't take any sort of... Anyway. Sorry, Dan. What was he saying?
All I said is someone highlighted it to me yesterday that Rodri might have played his last game for City because if the charges come out in time, they may be relegated. And
wait, don't rattle Patrick. Don't rattle Patrick. He's got his head's gone.
So yeah, man, that's my opinion on it, innit? That's my opinion on it. As I said, like Real Madrid are after several top players, and I hate that Trent is one of them, and he's like one of the more concrete ones as well, man. So I mean, like it's not great, man. It's not great.
You got to wish him well, man.
not me. Like, we'll see at the time how I feel in it. Like, but what I would say is that Liverpool, I think it puts more pressure on Liverpool to either win something big this year or at least do very, very well to show that we're still at the very top, to kind of prove. And I think some, and it's as well, like, I think the players are kind of seeing how it goes under the new manager. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't put, like, if you put these players on big contracts and the manager might not even fancy them from the start, you know, there's a lot of those kind of situations involved as well. So
how many players again for this one?
It's Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent. But I think that right now we're in a good place in it. Right now, though, obviously that can change. It's football in it. Right now we're in a good place. So we'll have to see, and hopefully we spend in January, man. Hopefully
that was a great. If that didn't sound like he was in an interview, yeah, someone like a reporter asking him a question, I don't know what. Because Mons likes to say to Don his PR. You know, when it comes to Egal or whoever, like Arsenal PR, Merck sounds like he's managing Liverpool in that answer. Did he not?
Bro, come on, man.
He's trained, bro. And that's why we know he can deflect so well. Unnoticed, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kunle just gets caught, didn't you? Kunle, you just get caught out, man.
Bro, I do, but sometimes I do. I slip sometimes and I think, oh shit, it's Mons I'm talking to. Fuck.
What? Wow, this is crazy. That's what
he says. Trent has less defensive awareness than Kyle Walker. Hey, brother.
What in 2024? It's the opposite now. 2024, it's the opposite. Swap that 2024.
Yeah, you know, if that's true, if Trent actually believes that to be the case, yeah, and he gets the phone call from Madrid, how is he not saying no? If Trent believes he has any defensive liabilities and Madrid still want him, how are you ever saying no?
And they would love him over there as well, man.
Go, mate. Wish him well. Let him go. Did it with Gerrard. Liverpool did it with Gerrard, and they held him back. Yeah. Don't do it with another one. Don't do it with another one, man. Let these guys have their careers.
He got who's the young buck again at right back?
Bradley.
Bradley.
Big Bradley
anyways. Yeah, you know, he's from the academy. You know, he's got all the minerals and all that stuff. He's the next best thing. So, yeah, well, he's Northern Irish, but yeah. A says Chelsea fans know the Rodri injury means Arsenal going to win the league. Laughing face. That's why he mentioned about the Rodri injury's got them rattled. Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep quiet on that one because.
Yeah. Oh, because remind you. But look, you can go subscribe to everyone, put their name, their channels in the search bars above, screenshot your opportunities now as well, just so you just don't forget. So yeah, look, you got True City Fan, you got Mr. Tunnel TV, where you see lots of different reactions, by the way. Spurs Kings TV, where you might find myself on tonight if I've got the energy. And Big Six Bants, and also BDB Dan. But has anyone got anything coming up? And who? Anyone?
Wait. So on the Spurs King TV, Ash, does the camera look like that?
I do mean.
No, I'm just saying, if I come to your channel now,
all the videos. Come on.
I'll go ground.
Don't make them have to beat you at home again.
Camera, innit? It's all right. Don't worry. My cousin, you have the old camera.
That's on the
notes. All good. I don't know what happened today. It's a little mishap with the connection, but normally my thing's Chris. You get me? But we move in it. We'll have little slip ups. It's all right. But
yeah,
look out for Tunnel TV on Super Sport this weekend.
Man U Spurs preview, innit?
You're on Super Sport. Wow.
Yeah, Sunday.
I just want the club to start winning games so I can run. We still have Euroshaw and Malassa to add to the super team. But yeah, is anyone live after this? Is anyone live right now? Who's live right now? Is there anyone that's got no one? They don't even watch us or something like that. Anyone in the comments?
Kaz, please put this Biggs 1871 comment up, please. I beg.
Who's live? One sec.
Biggs.
I mean, Joe's live.
Oh wow.
Who?
Nah, it's gone. It's crisp now. Ash's camera's crisp now. Like, it don't matter.
All of a sudden.
Let's do it, yeah.
Wait, that comment is
Who? This one.
No.
Biggs 1871.
Biggs
Oh
187.
my
Can someone highlight or someone can copy and paste that? Where is it? Where is it?
What show used to use that glaucoma thing? That glaucoma. Was it Everybody Hates Chris?
What comment are you not talking about?
You know the glaucoma? That was used in a sitcom, Bears. Is it Everybody Hates Chris? That was used.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris.
Don't worry about Cass. Don't worry. It's all right. You don't need to.
I ain't had to work glaucoma in a minute, blood. I heard that shit in a minute.
We'll be back later on, anyways.
Oh my God.
The bitch.